Hi, good morning, everyone. It's great to be back. Can't believe we haven't done a live stream at all this year, and the first one is it's all the way in December. So it's great to catch up, Brian. How you been?
Good. This requires our suffices our requirement to do one stream a year. We barely got it in, so this is fantastic. I'm great. You got me up early here. We have the Citizens Cup team. This is going to be fun.
hmm I think since the pandemic hit, I've had a pretty diverse taste in gaming apps for money, and there's nothing quite like Citizens Cup. It's going to be a very exciting discussion.
Yeah, let's bring them in, and this is neat that they're going to talk to us. This is fun.
So, without further ado, let's bring in the co-founders. Let's bring in Max and Frankie as well as Alex. So, good morning, everyone. It's obviously an early start over here, but how's everyone been?
We're doing great.
Feeling good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
So, how did Citizens Cup all start?
Yeah. So basically, Alex and I have, our friends, and we were kind of batting around some ideas, and we're kind of thinking like, HQ trivia was really fun back in the day. The nightly game, Wordle's been coming online. That's pretty interesting. The daily challenges once a day, and we thought that just HQ trivia, what was lacking in it was there wasn't enough money in the system to make it interesting over time. So, you play 12 trivia rounds and you'd split, some pot at the end. And at the end, sometimes you'd only get like 86 cents if you won. I played 100 nights, never got to the end. So if I had got to the end and won 86 cents, might have been like a little anticlimactic. So we noodled for maybe 6 months on product ideas on how to bring this to life and how to make sure that there's enough money in the system. We thought, listen, if people are putting in $1, it's like a scratch-off ticket. It's less than a coffee, and making some sort of doubling mechanic could make it interesting in terms of like a game of skill as opposed to trivia, which maybe favors trivia people who are really smart there. The impetus for Citizens Cup is a game that any citizen, any person can play and win. Your grandmother, your friend who's not good at sports, your friend who's not good at trivia, anyone, any night could win by drawing a perfect circle or, having fast reaction times or things like that. So, that's kind of the general thing. And then we've been working on it for about 1.5 years. And I think we're ready for, time to try to grow it.
Yeah, I've seen the games especially like in the recent like weeks and months. They've gotten a lot more diverse. Like previously, it used to be a lot of drawing challenges. I think there were a couple interesting ones, like the one where you toss your phone up in the air. I wasn't the biggest fan of that one, but the timer stopping one, that one is, that one requires like you're like 110% attention. Like you have to stop it like as close as you can to like 7 seconds or 8 seconds.
Yeah, totally. Well, glad you're loving it. Just to turn it back around on you all, would love to hear how you guys found Citizens Cup. How did you get into the orbit?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I discovered this game through Instagram. I think I had seen a couple of posts from you guys, and it looked pretty interesting. So I was like, I've tried a whole bunch of different apps before, like HQ, like Swagbooks Live, like there's another one called Tally Up. So they all present like very different kinds of challenges, and this looked unique. So I was like, you know what, it's definitely more than worth a try, and there's been no looking back ever since.
Yeah, for me, actually, it's interesting you mentioned HQ because that's how Abai and I met. We live close together, but we didn't know each other. And on HQ, you're able to form teams, and you should have been on our team because once we've had the teams, we were able to win, and we were winning more than 86 cents. It was fantastic. It was nice. It was a fun. It was a supplemental income. And then I found Abai's like Christopher Columbus. He finds all the apps first, and then he told me about Citizens Cup. And so, no, we've been on every app that's free and you can make money. That's what we do. I'm retired. Abai has his job, but he gets extra money by playing these apps.
It's awesome. That's so nice to hear that you guys met on HQ because one of the things that we loved before we had the chat feature, we'd play with our friends and there'd be so much energy in the room, But if you played alone, it's like, is anyone else out there? Am I playing against AI? Is there a bot? And so we used to love the banter and the camaraderie, the team forming, maybe some of the, smack talking of HQ chat. And I think that, bonds like you guys have is the kind of thing that we want to be forming with our chat as well.
Yeah, it's cool. No, it's a good thing you did that before I met Abai. I thought he was a bot.
But yeah, would love to also hear if you guys think. I mean, one of the gift and the curse. You'll see my name here is Scary Lion
Right.
in the chat. But my question is like, what are some ways what would you guys like to see in Citizens Cup? What are some ways that we can make it better for our users, for to make it a little more addictive, make the stakes a little higher? What are you guys thinking?
Let's see. I think I can go first on this one because, maybe switch up the timings sometimes. I think 6 p.m. Pacific is it's not quite feasible for me during the week. I mean, I'm on my way back home. I only really get a chance to play on weekends. Maybe like I don't know, maybe 7 p.m. Pacific. But then again, I don't know if that may be optimal for folks over in the East Coast. I know that the 12 p.m. game has kind of worked out because that's around when I take lunch at work, and then I'm able to sneak in a quick game. Let's see. I do remember we did have a call previously, and we were kind of exchanging ideas. I don't think like integrating like trivia. I don't think it'll be ideal for this app per se. I think all these like unique challenges, that's what makes Citizens Cup, right? So I think yeah, maybe more like shape drawing challenges. Maybe like I think shapes of different sides. Like we've done like triangles, squares, rectangles, hexagons, pentagons, maybe like octagons or something. Because that requires a bit more perfection, should I say?
Be good to have some more polygons on there. Yeah, for sure.
It sounds like you need to have the schedule around Abai's schedule, his work schedule. So whenever Abai has a break, I don't know. No, I don't know. I mean, the one thing is he mentioned the 6 o'clock. The late, if that's 9 o'clock Eastern. If you go 7, it's 10 o'clock.
Right.
No, you'll figure out the timing. And Abai's like one of the few people that he's going to work. A lot of people are at home. He works in a lab, so it's a little different. But no, I don't know. No, it is different. The aspect of for me, I have to get better at it. But it is fascinating. It looks like it's going to be easy, and those things are anything but easy, and that's the whole point of it.
Right. It's deceptively easy in a lot of ways.
Yes, exactly.
Guys, apologies. I just got a text that I need to go pick up my son at school.
Well, you better do that because
I can stay for like 30 seconds. But
okay.
So Abai, I think that sounds great. We'd love to do more games at more times. One of the problems then that presents is having enough users to play. So that's something that we're thinking about. Like, do you guys have any thoughts on growth? I mean, we're working with Frankie as part of kind of her college internship is like looking at growth for Citizens Cup. Like, love to hear how you guys met about the HQ trivia thing. Did the teams thing feel like it had growth going on? Do you talk to your coworkers about it? Is there something that could help us there? And then I might leave halfway through. But go ahead.
All right, so I think Brian can start with how the whole HQ Alliance thing formed.
Right. Well, so it formed. It's actually kind of funny. So on an HQ, there are a lot of people from India playing, and Abai kept on bombarding me in the Twitter, and I thought he was an Indian from India, and I ignored him for a little bit, and then he was very persuasive, and so then we became friends, and then we were able to form a team, and that was invaluable. But in terms of how does it grow, it's tricky. As I said, it's word of mouth. Abai's got to walk around the lab talking about Citizens Cup or asking why he's late for something. I was playing Citizens Cup. And then in terms of, we do this other app called Tally Up, which is kind of, you can Google. Yeah, you got to go get your son. Yeah, Frankie's taking over. This is fantastic.
We're here. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. She gets double credit for her internship. But the the point being is like we're doing an app called Tally Up, and you guys should write that down and Google what they're doing. But they're also having trouble growing, and it's a magical thing, not magical, but it has to happen organically. But then it's tricky. I mean, the internet is big. I don't know. Abide, do you have any ideas of how they can grow?
Yeah, I think. Well, I think with regards to social media, I've seen some of the posts, maybe like more frequent posts, like more like ads to sort of captivate new users into joining. I mean, I can certainly do that, on either on Insta or on X, right? But yeah, I can definitely spread word around. I haven't really had much of a chance to talk to coworkers about this, but let's see. Yeah, I think there's a nice and diverse set of games already. I think I've actually had a chance to screen record a few, so
Mhm.
I might post it maybe possibly later today, maybe tomorrow. And obviously, I think once this discussion wraps up, I can send over the link, and that can be shared. I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll get a lot of outreach.
Absolutely. It's also it's one of the things that's so funny. And Frankie can talk to this too, who's really helping us out on some of the grassroots marketing efforts. Sometimes people will say to us, that sounds cool, but it also sounds like a scam. Like it sounds like a Ponzi scheme or something like that, like, oh, double my money. Like I don't, and I think one of the things that one of the gifts and the curses of our game is that, like, we think the doubling mechanic is really neat, right? It's really it's kind of a beautiful thing how doubling can get so high, and then you can,
Mhm.
and then you can cash out or you can push your luck. You know, the fact that it's so elegant, so simple, also sort of comes off as a little bit too good to be true to some people. And I
Mhm.
think one of the things I don't know if you've encountered this with any of the apps you've seen, but like, how do you look real? What made you think this was actually real versus feeling like a scam, or, what made you take the leap to put your own money in?
Oh, so this is so the doubling thing. It's very much in common with Tally Up. So even in Tally Up, you face off against another player. You put equal share of the money in. Like if it's a 64-cent game, like I would put in 32, you would put in 32, and the winner of that game would get 64 cents. And then I've cashed out on multiple occasions on that game, and it is legit. I mean, I knew it would be something similar. Plus, uh, I also saw like the videos on Instagram. It definitely looked legit. So I was like, okay, I'll give this a try. I think at
Hmm.
the time the minimum deposit was like $5. So
Yep.
there was nothing much I was going to sweat over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally. It is, and absolutely.
That's a big point because even on this one that we're doing, the Tally Up, the big thing is legitimacy, and they want us to tell people it's legitimate. So they're facing the same problem that you're facing. I guess there's apps out there that don't pay, and that's
Hmm.
key. And I don't know, like when you play Tally Up, they'll show an ad like every 3 or 4 games, and it's all these bad. They must be bad. All these solitaire where the people are trying to buy groceries, and they say they don't have any money, and then they play solitaire, and suddenly they have $100. And so maybe you make money on that app, but it's not that easy. And so that's the problem where I guess there's some apps that did not pay. And so you
Yep.
have to find the ones that do pay. But that's what you were talking in general. How do you let people know, or how does word get out that Citizens Cup is legit? And
Right.
it does come from paying people, and then yeah, it's word of mouth. But as I said, like I don't know what is as I said, the Tally Up. They're struggling like you. They've actually existed like about 4 or 5 years, and
Hmm.
they've never been able to get that push. It's an excellent app, and I don't know what it takes to get over the hump.
Yep.
Where and that's what you're thinking. And then, but you must have done something on Instagram if the buy found you guys on Instagram.
Yeah,
So
absolutely, absolutely.
so that's a good thing.
And so tally up is that, I know you guys loved HQ. Tally
Right.
up sounds like worth spending time on. What else, are you guys really enjoying? Just trying to get a sense of like who our
Right.
ideal user is. I mean, who are what are the other games that are taking up your time and that you think are exciting and have gotten that push?
Well, at this point, I'd probably just say Tally Up and Swagbucks Live for trivia because I'm able to play that at 5, sneak in a quick game before I get started on my way back from work. So I would say like some combo of yeah, like strategy and quiz, but obviously with regards to a Citizens Cup, I think if it remains a strategy game, it'll be fantastic.
Right.
Yeah, 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 right. I mean, trivia definitely is its own beast, and I think that it's super fun. I think you know, with Google and all the ways that you can kind of hack the system, we tried to make Citizens Cup, sort of, as pure as we could, and tried to make it as much of a game of skill as we could.
Right.
Mhm.
And the
Uh,
key here, well, actually, your nickname is scary, but not to scare you. The thing is, that it's competitive, and we play all the apps, and most of them did not make it. I mean, and it was HQ that started it, and HQ was the most successful, but HQ went belly up, and then there were all the clones of HQ, including all these other. I forget what was the one where you were complaining about. They were always writing bad questions.
Oh, that was called Display Trivia. Actually, interestingly, that was being hosted by one of the ex-hosts of
no way.
HQ, where Sarah Priebus. So I believe she was there for like a few months, and then that soon after that, the display trivia, the quiz, it came to an end. But fortunately, I did get my last payout, so I suppose all's well that ends well. But some of the question writing was pretty abysmal.
Right.
Uh-huh,
So
uh-huh.
that's my point. That it looks easy to create a trivia app, and maybe the infrastructure is, but you got to write and you got to write questions and have the correct answer. And
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
so, I mean, and if you don't, a buy will call you on it, and then he'll write to them, and they basically did not care, And so
I actually offered. I was like, I can write questions. I can fact check them. I can get this done, and they quickly shot down that request. So
yeah.
yeah.
They said we like things the way they are, and so no, but that's my point. But we literally have played 10 or 12 of these apps that no longer exist, and so that's real. I mean, where
Yes.
and that's why we spend so much time on Tally Up, because other than you, they're like the last ones left. I mean, I'm trying to think of I played this one called Joyride. We
Mhm.
played what else? There was another one out of Los Angeles called I can't even think of the name. But we can send you a text, but they're literally at its peak. There probably were like 6 or 7 choices we had, and now there's none. And so you have, and then you have a unique spot of what you're doing, and it's just a matter of, as I said, somehow breaking through. But I mean, it's just how do you do that?
What do you guys still spend time? It seems like HQ really had the captured lightning in a bottle. I mean, do you guys are obviously buds. Do you guys keep in touch with your HQ crew
Yeah.
much? And yeah.
It's like I think 8 to 10 of us total in our whole alliance. In fact, when the pandemic was in full swing, almost like every month or every other month, we had these live streams, and we had at least like 5 of us uh, ready to discuss HQ or whatever else.
No way. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so that's where you literally was a group, and then it was most active when HQ was
Yeah.
going, but
Hmm.
it still exists on our Instagram or Twitter or whatever. This is
Hmm.
a Twitter, and if we see something, we comment to each other,
Yeah.
and yeah, and the key, yeah, it was during the pandemic with the history of HQ, where it was originally giving away millions of dollars, and
Yeah.
then it actually died, and then it rose again during the pandemic, and they're giving away like $5,000 or $10,000, and they had this thing called I don't think a buyer ever did. It was called the VIP,
Oh
where
no, I
you
did it. I did it on a couple of occasions. Yeah.
but you should have done it more. A buyer is very stingy, and
Oh, I was a late joiner.
right,
But it was good though. The VIP league basically was like some of the real trivia nerds in the HQ playing field, they could spend like $60 or $75 to get 5 tickets into the VIP league. Basically, that would put you in a smaller league. You answer the same questions, but you're competing for a different pot. So usually they like capped off the VIP league at like 100 participants, and the prize was like 2,000 sometimes. So you do have a chance of winning a lot bigger than people playing the regular league. So I tried a hand at it. I spent $75 for 5 tickets, and fortunately, I won my very first VIP game. It was like 80 something bucks. So I was like, thank
No
goodness I
way.
got my money back. Thank goodness I got my money back. And I think I won twice more after that, and then I lost the next two. But I got my ROI, as the saying goes.
Yeah. Have you guys have you guys told the HQ team about the HQ crew, the Alliance, about Citizens Cup?
Well, that's the thing. When we do these, you're interested in us. We've done these on several apps. The only app that even cared about us was Tally Up. We did something with them 3 or 4 years ago, and they weren't even part of it. We just were talking about it. And then they found it, and they were talking about it at their staff meeting. And then the next week, we became like their advisory council, where we were part of. That's what you might want to say. A Discord. That's what they have, and they've grown the Discord, and we were like the first members of the Discord, and we were all still there. But no, it was hilarious. We've done these for a bunch of apps, and most of the apps don't even care, including HQ. I mean, it was we never had any contact with them. It was
no way.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, they were, I guess, too big. I'm trying to think. What other apps have we talked about on these Zooms? A display. Well, what else?
Okay, we did HQ, we did display, we did Tally Up. Let me see which other ones. We did. I guess we could say Swagbucks Live as well. We got one of their hosts to talk to us, and yeah, he was a real fun guy. Yeah, I think he's like acting in these ads. I forget which ones, but yeah.
So that was good. Sorry, I interrupted. So that wasn't management of Swagbucks. That was one of the on-air host or something. So at least he cared, so Swagbucks didn't care, but he cared, we talked to one of their employees. No, but that is, I mean, obviously you guys care. You're here from day one. As I said, with HQ, we had to do the chat, and then they found it, and then we met them. We met you guys right out of the start, and you guys are doing everything correctly. And then I'm saying, in terms of how you guys, it's obviously different locations, but everything you're doing, are you doing from computers at your home? Is Citizens Cup? Yes, see, that's and is the Citizens Cup the three of you, or is there somebody hiding behind the scenes, or it's just three of you?
Ooh, no. We well, yes, we have a couple. We have a development team that helps us as well.
Right.
But it's mostly we're a lean team. Lean team.
Right.
How many total?
4.
So yeah.
Oh.
And even with the Tally Up, I had envisions of them having like an office and like computers running the Tally Up. Tally Up is run on whatever Amazon Web Services. One of those eye in the sky. What do they call it? The cloud. And so they're doing all their updating, like when they have like technical difficulties, or when they have. I thought somebody's going in the back and rebooting a computer. They're getting in touch with Amazon Web Services. And it's just the illusion of how things are done. So you definitely need whatever Q ops and the engineers, but the day-to-day runnings, it would be you guys making the decisions, and and then what's your guys' back? Well, obviously, I'll let you're in college, but then how did you get into this? Have you done apps before, both of you, or how?
Yeah, Max and I have actually both run and sold software companies before. But the thing that is different about Citizens Cup is that it's really a passion project. I mean, I had a real estate and healthcare company. Max did a SaaS company for booking travel and tours and events. But sort of like back office software for tour operators. But we decided with this project we really wanted to build something that was that we could enjoy and that our friends could enjoy, and that could, be a consumer facing, um, you know, fun thing to do together. So even though we do have a background building software at a high level, this is definitely a new foray for us. And one of the things that we do know for sure from our more like enterprise building days is just how important it is to get to know our users, how important it is to spend time with the people that are enjoying it, to spend time with the people that have had maybe more challenging experiences and learn like what happened. I know Abai has been awesome sharing with us, sometimes from time to time when we have a little bug or something like that. And that's the only way we learn. That's the only way we can grow and continue to build things that people like. So that's why it's so appealing to us. And we'd love to, if you guys are open to it, maybe do one of these or do a advisory council or something with the whole, with the HQ Alliance, and just kind of get to know more people who are playing, get to know, get a sense of who the right folks to be targeting are, and what we could do to make it more exciting, and how we can build this thing all together. Because honestly, there's no app without users, and there's no the rounds, the challenges, the experience is richer the more people are registered and playing.
Mhm.
Abai, can you do that? He wants send a note to the group that they're interested in recruiting us over at the Citizens Cup.
I mean, yeah, we'd love to just chat,
Yeah.
if you guys are open to it. We
Sure.
we don't want to take up too much time, but it would be great to get to know everyone. And
Yeah,
even if it's not just about Citizens Cup, honestly, talking about the game
sure.
landscape, talking about what your ideas are around just the general industry and ways that we can learn more and be good contributors to it. We'd love to learn.
Yeah, I mean, right after this, I'm going to be sharing this link as well as giving a brief blurb in our HQ Alliance group. But yeah, Frankie, I don't think you've had a chance to say much. Yeah,
So,
what are you studying at the moment? How did you get into Citizens Cup?
well, I have found an interest in marketing as well as possibly like venture capital or growth equity. So I just decided to kind of like I've been playing Citizens Cup since it first was created, just as like a family kind of testing it out. Yeah, and I mean, I just see the passion that Max has with the game, and it was kind of inspiring, and I just wanted to use it as a way to learn for myself, but also help out with the game and try to. I've been in the past few days reaching out to a lot of my friends from college and just people I know who aren't familiar with the game, and just having them like test it out, getting some feedback from them. But yeah, it's been great. Everyone seems to love it. The only issue I had was when I texted some of my friends, they were like, "This is a scam," because I was like, "Hey guys, I'm working on this game. You can win money." But
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, I'm just trying to help in any way I can and figure out like how I can get my friends and people I know to play and then come back and keep playing. Yeah, but I think it might be easier to do at school when I go back to school too, because I think it would be fun to all play together, like in the same room. So yeah, we're just trying to work on ideas and plans like around that and stuff.
So I'm Funny Bird. What are you on Citizens Cup?
Oh, I've been having issues because I ran out of money and then I lost my card, so I can't like put
Oh,
thing back in. But I have been playing on like some eagle.
okay.
Root Eagle. Root
Root
Eagle.
Eagle? Is
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah, Rude Eagle. That's what like Max and sometimes his kids will try it out on there. And then I did it yesterday during the 1:00 game. So
hmm
yeah.
Well,
What
just
what what
a bit
what
of
are
a
you
random
guys?
suggestion, but I think instead of like the incognito names, maybe let us
Yeah,
actually put our like actual names as a username.
yeah. Well,
Uh,
one thing we were talking about, because I had some of my friends say that maybe to make it feel more like real and personal to have people do their own names. But the one thing is, it is hard to like filter certain names that we like wouldn't want on there. But we
Yeah,
were
like
thinking
bad
maybe,
words and whatnot. Yeah.
yeah, but we were thinking like at least trying to have people pick the animal and the maybe name that goes in front of it,
Yeah.
at least to start. Maybe that could be. What do you think about that? Or
Yeah, it's a pretty solid idea.
yeah, I mean, ideally, like making your own username would be like fun, but I think it's a little bit complicated.
True.
But
Well, that's the thing on Tally Up. They let you pick your username, and there's always stupid and knucklehead people who do
Yeah.
exactly what you said. And some of them are funny. A lot of them are offensive, and it's just one. I don't know who these people are. They sit around.
yeah,
Hey, I'm gonna have a little bit of fun today, and yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, like in a way, I feel like the little characters kind of are a part of Citizens Cup. So I feel like maybe keeping them or trying to integrate them in a more personable way would be.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No,
Or
you
like
guys-
emojis, animojis, or something like
Yes.
that could be kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Um,
No, but
Great.
that's what you do have to look out for people that it's not the end of the world. That there are people that that just do. I guess think about if they're putting a stupid name to a game. Think about what else they're doing that day. You don't want to know these people. I mean, think about that. I mean, they're causing trouble wherever they go. And
yeah, it's totally true.
imagine
So
imagine if you're related to them or have to work with them. I mean, no, it's just funny. There's all people, different intellects, but no.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, no.
So
no.
we have
Go
in the
ahead.
chat we have Funny Bird, we have Scary Lion. You've been playing under Frankie, you've been playing under Rude Eagle.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I have to look at mine. I haven't played in a bit. I'll have to look at
Okay.
to see what I am.
Okay.
I'll send it to you in a text. But
Okay.
no, but that is it's a valuable information. By having all these different code names, you don't have to worry about somebody trying to put something. I can't think of. I mean, yeah, it's like Bart Simpson putting in a funny word. He's always calling up the bar, asking if alcoholic is there. Alcoholic.
Yeah. Exactly.
See more butts. Exactly.
Oh my God.
That's great. Guys, thank you so much for
Yes.
making the time for us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, we'll be in touch. If you guys want to do more, this is fantastic. It's neat that we care, but most of all, you care, and that
Yeah.
says a lot. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I'm
maybe
sure we'll have a chance to, bounce off more ideas and reconvene. I mean, this is just the start of something that's going to be very special.
we hope so.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We absolutely hope so, and we appreciate you guys, having us, and would love the opportunity to chat with the wider group, get them on the 3 p.m. or the 12 p.m. Pacific game, and keep on growing this thing together. Win some money.
Absolutely. Yeah, and by this next time, try to find a time where I don't have to get up at 7:30 in the morning.
I was kind of clutching at straws there. I mean, yeah, my schedule is brutal,
Yeah,
but
no, we'll figure it out. Abai Monday through Friday. Abai is one of the few guys working and driving, so we'll figure it out.
Oh, man.
I'm messing with him. So
yeah,
it's wonderful to meet both of you.
All right.
and
Take
great that
care,
everything
guys.
worked out the way it did. Yeah.
Very cool. This
Right
was-
on.
All right.
Take
See
care.
ya.
Thanks everyone for your time. Yep. Take care.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
My
that was
goodness.
fun.
Yeah, and they care.
That I think that's the highlight. Yeah.
They care in a big way, and so I'll have to get into it because, in fairness, I haven't done it in a while, and but it's all drawing, correct? Or
Yeah, for the most part.
Right.
There's one where the timer, you have to stop the timer when it hits like 7 seconds, but
yes,
yeah, everything else it's all a drawing contest.
right. And it is fascinating. I don't want to talk to you. You have to leave here in about 5 minutes, or you have to get on the road.
Oh, I have a couple more minutes, but yeah, we can wrap this up real quick.
Right. No, because that's what Tally Up is facing right now. I mean, they're at a crossroads. I mean, this is the lowest participation I've seen on Tally Up ever, and it's now worldwide. What's crazy? Going worldwide with more people available has made less people playing.
I know it's like one step forward and 2 steps in reverse, right?
Correct. But they're
Yeah.
not really. There's nothing. As I said, it's tricky. It's a damn good app, But
Mhm.
as I said, it's like what they're trying to do over the Citizens Cup. It just has to take hold, and it hasn't ever taken hold,
True.
and I don't know what would cause. That's what they're asking. What would cause it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the tally up is definitely at a crossroads, but at least people care, so we'll stay in
Mhm.
touch. I was sort of in doubt what I would say, and it worked out very good. They were most interested in us, and so
And quite
that's
frankly, I prepared nothing. Yeah, I mean, I just, I said everything that I said pretty much on the fly.
right. And it was good that he had just the first thing he mentioned was HQ. And I did notice, even I Googled it because it had been so long to find it. And on one of their ads, it says for HQ players, download download the Citizens Cup. And so even now, whatever, 2 years in its death, they're still using HQ to, I'm saying, HQ hasn't existed forever,
Mhm.
and no, we'll figure it out. And it's
Mhm.
just, and it was interesting. They asked, what other apps do you play? We don't, because they, they don't exist. Remember we go to Canada and play that 25 cent poker game? You have to be
Oh
all in.
yeah, I
Yes.
totally forgot to mention that, but that app is no longer there.
No,
So,
forgetting that. They're all no longer there. I couldn't off the top of my head. Ferg has a list. I mean, it's 10 or 12. There was something even Facebook did to rip off HQ called Confetti. I don't know if you ever
oh,
played that. Yeah,
that does not ring a bell. Yeah.
yeah. So that was out there. There were a bunch of them, but the
Mhm.
key is they no longer exist.
Mhm.
There's one out of Los Angeles called Ripcord. Yeah, there's yes, yeah. No, but we'll figure it out. And
Mhm.
then for you, so does your day start like at 10 a.m. or what time do you have to be in South City?
Yeah, thereabouts. I mean, yeah, like between 9:30 and 10. But usually, like on Fridays, I go early because I have a little extra stuff to do.
Right. And are you actually in the lab or what are you doing over there?
Oh yeah, most of the time I am in the lab. Yeah,
Yes. So that's it. So that's literally wearing a white coat.
pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So that's it.
yeah.
That's it. You can't work from home. You're in the lab. And then South City, is that a bridge or do you go around? No, that's a bridge.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
right. That's right.
it's way up there. You definitely, what
Mhm.
bridge do you use?
San Mateo.
San
Yeah.
Mateo. Okay. Yeah, I got you. So yeah, no, no, you got on a good day, is it about an hour or what?
Well, beyond an hour.
Yeah,
So,
on a good day.
but it's the
Wow.
way back that sucks. Yeah.
On the way back, hour and a half sometimes then or more.
That's if I'm feeling nice with my estimation. But yeah,
Wow. Okay. So no, that's it. Right now is the best time. It's literally
yep,
an hour you're driving, and then
yeah, exactly.
that's it because now's an off time. But when you're coming home, the hour can turn into an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Yeah. In fact, yesterday was like an hour 45 minutes. Believe it or
Wow.
not. Yeah.
Okay. So at least that's frustrating, but at least you only have that one direction. Where
Pretty
at least
much.
when you're going, you're driving, and then the way home it can be a hassle. And so yeah,
Hmm.
and then you're like up playing HQ in the middle of the night, not quite, but like 11 or midnight. Well, that's why, because you sleep in the next morning because
Hmm.
that's it. That's it. It's like you're in college. You have
Well, I get up fairly early. I mean, 7 a.m. is kind of standard.
right, right.
Yeah.
No, I got you. So you're young. You can stay up late and get up at 7 a.m. And you had to. I was confused why my alarm was going off. I remembered yesterday. Today I was going, what is going on here? And no, it worked out, but it had to be this time because you literally would not be home until at best like 7 or 8 tonight, or
Yeah.
yeah,
Seven.
seven
Yeah.
exactly. Then if you did this at 7:30, I forget if the East Coast would be 10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, one guy was Park City, but no, they're doing what Tally Up is doing. It's a small group.
Hmm.
We should ask. They must have some funding, and so no, we're on to something. Yeah, share this
Hmm.
with our group, and which is good to see you. We've been communicating, but
It's
then
been a
there's
hot minute. Yeah.
this has been the first time we've seen each other, and
Hmm.
whatever you said, this is the first one this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Yes, exactly. And so that tells you how long it's been. But yeah, no, I appreciate this. And this is, to me, other than the one that we did with Tally Up that we didn't even know would be good, this one will be good because they flat out care,
Hmm.
And so, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we caught them early.
Yes, very good. Okay. I'll be in touch.
All right. Take
See you.
care, Brian.
Thank you.